Do you believe in psychic abilities, fortune tellers, soothsayers? I'm on the fence myself, but luckily we've got a really interesting way to test this out using the home selling platform Etsy. Apparently some spiritually crafty people have started businesses where they can create for you a drawing of your future soulmate just by answering a few questions online. As soon as I came across a Twitter ad letting me know about this service, I had to know, what does my future soulmate look like? I'm a huge Etsy fan, I love shopping on Etsy, and this seemed like a new way to get my life services figured out in a really cost-effective way. Outsourcing. I'm gonna take you through the process of me ordering my psychic soulmate drawing, and then I'll read you the results so we can see if this psychic from the internet was able to correctly predict what my future husband's gonna look like. Also, we'll learn a little bit more details about his personality, so that should be really fascinating. Stay tuned, because the future is a big question mark unless you have 20 bucks and an Etsy account. Hello, television viewers. My name is Nick. Peer into my crystal ball and tell me what you see. Listen, I'm a romantic. I believe that there's somebody for everybody. In fact, there's probably multiple people for everybody, so I don't think necessarily everybody has one soulmate, but maybe, I don't know. Also, when it comes to fortune tellers and psychics and things like that, I have a mixed past. I've had lots of experiences with them, several $100s stolen from me from one. I'm not saying they're all scams though. I have to try them all and experience them for myself to really be able to give you my opinion. So this is just my experience with one particular way of getting the universe's readings. But first, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you want to see even more deep dives into Etsy sellers. There's a lot of good stuff on there, people. But most importantly, if you're new to my channel, I would love to have you click that subscribe button right down there. That way you never miss new videos from me. I upload 2 new ones every week, so click subscribe and you'll get notified if you hit the bell icon, so do that too. Let's see, so when I lived in New York, I lived above a psychic for about a year, and I invited her to come read people's palms at a NYU school event that was going on when I was in student council. Wow, I sound like a nerd. So anyway, she came to the event and instantly started trying to sell people her life coaching or her $100 crystals. She was asking people for tips, even though we asked her not to do that. So that, and as far as I know, nobody got any like life-changing psychic intel at that time. So that was maybe a check in the not so easy to believe column. But my mother, she had gone to like one of those John Edwards type things where you sit in a room and he'll pick on you and call you out if he's getting voices in his head, or like Teresa Caputo, the Long Island medium, same type of deal. She said that she got some interesting insight into her father who has passed away, and he spoke in detail about each of us. But again, I've heard that all of those shows are based on pre-screener questionnaires that are given out to the audience, which seems like a big disconnect to me. If the audience filled out any sort of personal information, that would pretty much discredit any prediction that came my way. But on the flip side of the same coin, I also have heard anecdotal stories from people who are like, unexplainable coincidence. She knew this, she knew that. There's no way she could have known, especially like children who have these past life memories. So I can be convinced. I'm not a total skeptic. And I think it's cool that some enterprising young person, or I don't know their age, but some enterprising person decided to offer these psychic abilities through the internet. I don't know how it works digitally. What like dial-up speed do you need at a minimum to be able to transmit energy from my brain to yours? Hopefully Wi-Fi is good. I have Time Warner. It's probably not the best for psychic readings, but we'll find out. I want to start by showing you the very first ad that got me even aware that this was something you could buy on Etsy. It all starts with an Instagram ad on this channel, doesn't it? Somewhere in my saves. I'm dry, but at least I'm alive. Rain on me, me, me. Do you guys like that song? The Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande song? I'm still letting it grow on me. Gosh. Oh my goodness. I think the ad was removed, but I totally screenshotted it to send to my sisters. Joke's on you, internet. Okay, so it was like a sponsored Instagram post that looked like a tweet. You know those kind? That's what it looked like. She said, so I paid Psychic Lover on Etsy to draw my soulmate. Got my sketch. 4 months later, literally met the guy in my sketch at Starbucks. WTF, this is crazy. That's a pretty convincing testimonial, right? This girl got a drawing of this guy, and then later she was getting her Frappuccino and she was like, you're the guy for my $20 psychic reading. And presumably they got married and grew old together. So I want that same magical story for myself. So I went and followed the link I'm probably not going to show you the Etsy seller, like, specifically that I'm buying this from, because I don't want to call her out and maybe it's real magic and I just don't know. We won't know until we see the results. So for now, I'll just keep everything anonymous, but there are plenty of similar services like this on Etsy, so you really don't have to look too hard to find something like this. But anyway, so let's start by watching the video recording of my ordering process, just so that you can get a feel for the questionnaire that was required of me in order to find out the attributes of my psychic future boyfriend or husband. Let's shoot for the moon. Also, side note, I'm not looking for a boyfriend or a husband. This is just for fun. Don't try to set me up. Okay, here's the ordering process. 3, 2, 1. Play. So as you can see, there's lots of examples of other ones, but I had some options. I got just the basic sketch for $19.97. This is coming from England, so there's an exchange rate. And then it seems like that's kind of all I had to do, is just add it to my cart. And then in the personalization, it told me to put my full name, gender, date of birth, and email. So I put my full name, I put my gender, but then as you see, I put parentheses gay, because gender alone doesn't really tell you what gender I want my soulmate to be, does it? So I found that a little off-putting. It's like, you could just ask me the preferred gender of my soulmate. But anyway, I put male, gay, my birthday, because that matters. I was told that I would get my sketch turned around in about 12 hours, and then she would mail me the hard copy as well. So it was just time to wait. And that was last night. So I was very excited when I woke up this morning to already have an email ready for me. I did not read it yet, just the first line, because I was like, oh, there's good stuff in here. Let's do this on camera. Hi, Nicholas. Thank you for your order with me. I have really enjoyed working on this order. Lots of beautiful things came to mind with you. You must be a lovely person. I am. Thank you for noticing that in your mind. Relationship reading can be tough. I can't predict your type. I can only draw and describe what I see in your reading and the person I connect with. Okay. Don't worry if the person I draw isn't your type or you don't like his personality. My readings are accurate to a point, but only you can change your fate, and ultimately you have the final choice of everything within your life. Oh, okay. Cool. So it might not be like, you know, the guy I'm meant to marry or whatever. Perhaps I don't like the way he looks or feel like his personality is what I'm interested in, but that's okay, because really none of this matters. I have the freedom of choice and I can overwrite anything that she's saying to me. So there we go. None of this really matters, it seems. Soulmate reading. Soulmate. This was extremely detailed. He came to me quickly. 80% chance of meeting her in the next year. Her. He came to me quickly. 80% chance of meeting her in the next 2 years. So there's a 50% chance this person has the right gender for me. He came to me quickly, gonna meet her in the next 2 years. Does psychic ability allow you to proofread? It's up for debate. You tell me, psychic lover. Okay, I've got a list of traits. Friendliness, loving. Honesty is sincere. He's got a sincere level of honesty. What if it was like pathological liar? He'll never look at you straight and he's gonna say only lies. Assertiveness, he dislikes being alone. Assertiveness, I don't think dislikes being alone is really a measurement of assertiveness. If you said, what's your assertiveness level? I wouldn't say, well, I hate being alone. I would say I'm either not too assertive or I'm more assertive. For my soulmate, I would see them being more assertive, because I'm the girl in the relationship. That used to make me so mad. Straight girls at school would be like, I would have a boyfriend or whatever, and they'd be like, so which one of you is the girl in the relationship? And I'd be like, it doesn't work that way. So assertiveness, he dislikes being alone. Confidence/ego, demanding. My soulmate is demanding. I hope he doesn't demand anything from me, because I'm like low effort. At best, I'll get you a grilled cheese going, but don't demand too much. Agreeableness, dutiful. Again, dutiful is not a like level of agreeableness, is it? Am I crazy? Am I not understanding language right? I want him to be either really agreeable or not agreeable. I mean, I know I want him to be very agreeable. Agreeableness should be at the highest level. He agrees with everything I say, even if it's crazy. That's the man for me. Manners. Well-mannered. That's good. I need someone I can take home to my family. They're not well-mannered, so they're gonna rip him apart. That's what I want to see. I'm just kidding. Discipline. Has high standards. Again, that's not the same thing. And if I already know he has high standards, if he's gonna be my soulmate, obviously he's not slumming it. He's not scraping the bottom of the barrel coming up on my Tinder profile, you know what I mean? High standard. I have high standards. Clearly, I have high standards. I don't even believe these words yet. Emotional or rebelliousness, non-rebellious. That's good. I've dated a lot of felons. And it's hard, you know? Always asking me to put money in their commissary. He's non-rebellious, so that means he'll be a good boy. He wears his mask when he goes to the grocery store. Not like some of you out there. Please wear a mask, guys. It's really important. Emotional capacity is caring. I need that. Sociopaths ruin lives. And there's a high rate of sociopathy in the gay community. It's underreported because it just comes off like emotional abuse. Oh, don't know why I started talking about that. Anyway, he's caring, so I won't have to worry about that. He's high on the empathy scale, just like me. So hopefully we can just sit across from each other and worry about what each other are thinking. Like for our 3rd anniversary, that's what we can do. Just get inside each other's head and panic. Intelligence, alert. No, that's not good. That doesn't sound good. On a scale of like vegetative to super genius, how intelligent are you? Well, I'm alert. If you give me a sternal rub, my eyes will flutter. Great. I guess I'll be the smart one in the relationship. We don't both need degrees. Not that you need a degree to be smart. He's probably just real slow. He doesn't even have street smarts. You ask him how to get to the Empire State Building, he'll get you on the subway to New Jersey. That was such a neat, like a faux New Yorker thing to say. You ask him how to get to the Empire State Building, he'll put you on the subway, he'll put you on the... I lived in New York once. Oh guys, I made this bean juice and I forgot to be drinking it. Will my psychic soulmate love my bean juice? What's his tolerance level for weird beverages? Because I've got 3 on the table right now and he's got to get right with it. Okay, so he's got basic alertness as, you know, a standard of brain activity. Positivity level, easygoing. That's great. I'm also easygoing. You ask me what music channel to put on and I say top 40 because I don't want no smoke, you know? Keep it crowd pleasing, keep it easygoing, easy listening. I want Michael Bublé and early Jason Mraz, if that's how easygoing I am. I want Jimmy Buffett with no shoes on, dancing in a litter box. That's how carefree I want him to be. Okay, his activeness / lifestyle is a thrill seeker, which is great because I like to get punched. What else can we do together as a thrill seeker? I've never wanted to go skydiving, but I'll videotape from above if he wants to do that. Also, we did indoor skydiving once and I could not breathe. I was like, for like 2 minutes. I felt like I was gonna suffocate. And they gave me the warning ahead of time. They're like, if you feel like you can't breathe, just breathe normally. And I was like, that's the issue. I can't remember. It's like a fan blowing in your face. It's a lot. Current emotional state, determined. I hope he's determined to read a book or something, because right now he's got just alert as his level of intelligence. Also, he dislikes being alone, so I would hope he can determine his way towards some codependence counseling. Ooh, bonus. I now get a past life reading. I don't even think I knew that that was part of this. This is something that I'm very interested in, okay? I do believe in reincarnation to a certain extent. Is that controversial? I don't think so. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you believe in psychic readings? Do you believe in a past life or reincarnation? The reason I believe in it is because I've heard stories from kids who say this crazy stuff before 5, like they remember their past life and their death, and the parents like do research and figure out they're right about everything, and there's no way a child could know that. So those types of stories make me think, if that's real, I've got some thinking to do. So here's my past life reading. This didn't come to me from birth, but this was told to me by a person I've never met on the internet, which in many ways is even more reliable. I can't trust anything that comes out of my own head. It looks like beauty and intelligence runs in the family. Oh, that's nice. As I was greeted by a young woman who spoke she was greeted by a young woman who other people spoke highly of. Who? You met this woman in the ether and her friends were like, she's a good girl, you love her. Anyway, people spoke highly of her. She was a role model for many. Oh, like in her life, people spoke highly of her. I get it. This woman is telling her story. She was a role model for many and did great things with her life, and she never gave up, and she worked for what she wanted. This woman was more than just your everyday community member. She helped the less fortunate when she could and was caring for her family members. She understands what beauty really means, and her self-love translated externally to others on a daily basis. Out of all my readings, this has been one of my favorites. You seem such a genuine and nice person, and honestly been beautiful doing this reading for you. There are lots of many good things to come your way, Nicholas. Just make sure you are ready and willing to accept them when they arrive. If you have questions, please let me know. If you could review me on Etsy, that would be great. All right. It remains to be seen. I won't know until I get my painting or my drawing, my physical drawing in the mail, which went in the mail just 3 days ago. So it should only take like, I don't know how long mail takes from England right now. Could take another week. Oh, I hate waiting. But we're gonna do it, so I'll check in with you guys in just a few days. The wait is over! It's actually been about 2 weeks since we last picked up on this project. I was checking my my mailbox day in and day out and nothing. Empty mailbox, no soulmate, no portrait of my future love. So I was starting to get nervous. I thought maybe I did something wrong. And then I dug in my email and figured it out. I guess I'm not getting a physical drawing ever. The email was really confusing. There might be some language barriers happening, but I'll get into that afterwards. The point is I have my psychic soulmate drawing and I am very excited to share it with you. You guys, I have seen the face of my future lover and I gotta say I'm really surprised. So without further ado, the man I'm going to marry will look like this. Yeah, she's gonna be a woman and she's gonna look like Meghan Markle. She seems nice. I mean, she's got a strong hairline, so that's cool. I don't understand why she's a woman. I was very clear. Maybe this psychic doesn't know what gay means, because I thought that was gonna make it clear that I was hoping for a male drawing soulmate. But hey, she looks Italian, so that's cool. She's probably got a really, really oily skin, just like me. I don't know, man. I don't think it's gonna work. She looks just as surprised as I am. She's like, I gotta marry a gay guy? Also, what is with this harsh line on top of her head? I gotta say, I'm not disputing the psychic abilities of the artist of this drawing, but this doesn't seem like something somebody drew. It actually seems like someone took a photo and added one of those Photoshop filters that kind of makes it look like a sketch, but it's really just making it look like lines. Because why else would there be a harsh line all around this person's head? And like, I just don't see how someone would draw a picture this way. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know. It could very well be a real digital drawing and I'm just naive, but I have to question the legitimacy of the psychic reading. If it didn't even take mind reading to know that I'm gay, doesn't require a psychic. I put it in the instructions, hoping to avoid this. That's kind of why I was like surprised that it asked me my gender and not like my preferred partner's gender, because you kind of are missing 10% or so of the population by asking what gender I am. It doesn't mean I necessarily have a female soulmate in mind. Oh, yeah. It's a sensitive area. Anyway, I'm gonna try to make it work with her. I'm gonna hang her here. Oops. We tried. I feel like she's the more masculine one out of the two of us. That's what's sad most of all. Like, she's domineering. Like, compared to me, I look like a boy. She looks like a full-grown substitute teacher who's gonna whip you with a cane. Like, she looks like she has shoes more expensive than my whole apartment. I guess I really do think this is Meghan Markle. And knowing that this psychic was based in the UK, maybe they just took a picture of Meghan Markle, added in a little bit of Padma Lakshmi, and called it Nick's Soulmate. All right, should we review this on Etsy? I guess we should. She asked for reviews. Okay, so this is what happened. I dug into this first email that we were reading and I found that there was this file attached to that initial email. And at first, I didn't do anything because I thought, oh, this is my past life reading woman. Like, she's just adding in this picture of a past life woman as a freebie. Because it says in this email, past life reading, I tried to draw her as best as I could. A very beautiful woman. So I assumed this was the very beautiful woman from my past life. And because on Etsy it asked me for my shipping address, I just assumed that the correct soulmate drawing would be coming in the mail. And because it was the UK, I just gave it like a full 2 weeks of waiting time. So I don't think it's coming. I think this is just what I paid 24 bucks for, is that really fun email and this filtered photo of Meghan Markle. I don't know what I was expecting. Pretty much that, I guess. Yeah, that's kind of what I would have expected. So in that way, I have to give her 5 stars. Etsy. Oh, okay. Recently, you purchases and reviews. 1 item. Oh, I paid. Yeah, okay, good. I thought I paid 40 bucks for this. Nope. $21.87. I'm gonna leave a review. 4 stars. Should I even rate this? It seems kind of silly to rate this. I'm not gonna review this. I can't, in all good consciousness, leave any sort of review because I don't want people to buy this. Look, I wasn't expecting real magic, obviously, but I think I was expecting a real hand drawing, because that at least would have been special. Like, oh, an artist put pencil or pen to paper, or even a digital drawing if I thought this was a real digital drawing, but I don't think it is. Yeah, because like, why would these 2 pen strokes be identical and just rotated versions of themselves? Yeah, it's a repeating pattern, I think, this whole framework of grid lines. So I'm pretty sure that, yeah, it's not a real drawing. That would have made it worth the 30 bucks for me, right? Because you're like, I don't think this woman has a psychic ability to see it's my soulmate, but at least she did her best and drew it out for me. And I could sit here and be like, oh, look, she drew someone thinking of me. So maybe that's what other Etsy psychics do. And this, I just got one of the maybe lazier ones. I don't know. Let me know if I should take a look at other psychic services on Etsy, because I honestly want the connection. I can't really get out to a psychic reading right now because of quarantine, so I need that psychic juice from my keyboard. So let me know if you'd like to see that. Also, give this video a big thumbs up if you're excited for me and my psychic soulmate to spend our lives together. But most importantly, if you're new to my channel, I would love to have you click that subscribe button right down here. That way you never miss new videos from me. I upload 2 new ones every week. We talk about product reviews, pop culture commentary, TV, toy commercials, and anything else that I find interesting. So make sure you turn on notifications if you want to be notified every time I upload. You guys are all the greatest. Thank you for falling in love with me again and again and again today. I will see you next time.